हाय। तो गिटहब ने अपना गिटहब मॉडल्स रिलीज़ कर दिया है एंड आई हैव रिसीव्ड आई अप्लाइड एंड आई रिसीव्ड द एक्सेस टू इट. सो लेट मी शो यू व्हाट दे हैव टू ऑफर एंड कैसे हो सकता है. तो दिस इज़ द लैंडिंग पेज. दिस इज़ द पेज वेयर दे अनाउंस्ड इट एंड यू कुड हैव गॉन एंड अप्लाइड. यू कैन स्टिल आई थिंक sign up, and we'll directly go to the models and then we'll see what models are available and how you can interact with the models or how you can put use those models into your applications. So we have to go to this URL. It's gh.io/models. Once you go there, you'll be able to see that there are these many models available out of the box. You can directly use them. So for now we will be using which one we'll go with the four. We will go with the biggest one. We'll use the Meta Llama 3.1, right? So this is the page for that model. Okay, you can see a readme file which tells you about the model itself, the evaluations, benchmarks. You can see everything. And then there's a transparency page which basically tells you license, how to use, responsibilities, safety, and responsible deployment. Okay, and then there is license. Obviously you should use license softwares. And then we have this playground and get started. Let's first click the get started and we can see that in the get started you can choose a language which you are most comfortable with, and it is going to guide you for that language. So we are not familiar with Java. We are familiar, but we are more used to with Python. So we'll go with Python. And you can see the SDK. The SDK will depend, like the SDK will not be available for all the models. So for Meta they have Azure AI, but for some they have also have OpenAI SDKs also. We will see that also if we find some model which is um, which is compatible with the OpenAI. I think the GPT 4o mini and 4o should be compatible with that. So let's see this. Okay, the first thing is obviously you have to create your token so that you can access it locally. Install the dependency, then there's a basic code, then there are more examples of that code, and then how you can go beyond the rate limit. So since it is with GitHub is giving you a free tier with which you can interact with the models using API calls. But then if you want to go to production, you want to make like scale your application, then you will need to move from GitHub to your own system basically. So here they are also given you a guide on how you can move to Azure AI and pay directly from there if you are moving your application from here to a production scale. This is only for POCs and your explorations, so that is what you are going to get in free tier. Again, you can do that with, you can install all these in your code spaces as well, or if you want you can directly use in your local system. If you have limitations with the local system, I suggest you go with code spaces. What are code spaces? If you don't know, we'll cover that later. Okay, so let me close this. The next thing here is the playground. So the playground is the place actually where you can play with the parameters and you can make like prompt and get the responses and see which model is best fitting to you. So you can select different models from here. So you can see, right, we have the option to change the model. So what we are going to try is, we'll generate an output from this model and then we are going to generate an output from the other model, and we'll see how it is differing within the same window. You can see that they also give you access to parameters, right? So this is the max token. So since it is free tier, that is the maximum number of tokens which you are going to get as output. That means कि अगर आपने कोई भी मतलब you made any prompt और आपको response आ रहा है, तो that maximum number of tokens in that response can be 4056, which is pretty genuine if you're talking about free tier. Then there is temperature to control the creativity. This is to control the percentage of the probability. So that is how the AI works, right? वो गेस करता है, ठीक है. इट इज़ बेसिकली द most favorable outcome after a particular string which comes to your output, right? That is what this is controlling the top percentage of those probabilities. This is a stop sequence which you can define कि आपको अपना आउटपुट किस सीक्वेंस पे डिफाइन करना है, कि अगर ये पॉइंट एक डॉट आ गया तो यू हैव टू स्टॉप इट, और सम पर्टिकुलर वर्ड केम तो यू हैव टू स्टॉप इट देन. and then there is presence penalty. We are not going to penalize anything here, and this is best of, what is this? I have how many questions, how many completions to generate in parallel before picking the best. Okay, so again, right, I told you, right, that it is basically probability based. So this is right, like before it gives you the best response, it goes it gives you it is going how many answers it is going to run in parallel. So that is what it is talking about. So we are not going to touch this. Also, we are not going to touch any of these, at least like right now. We are just going to give a prompt and get a response, and then see how that is working. So let us give let me do what should I write, let me write, how did curiosity spelling क्या होती है, curiosity, how did curiosity uh, killed the cat? I think that is correct. huh. Okay, so again it is generating. Once the output is generated, we will save it, and then we'll generate the same, we'll use the same question and generate a new output. So this is okay, this is bit slow, I think, since it came out today only, so it's a bit slow. Okay, it is completed generating the output, and this is what it has given. So let me copy this so that we can compare it later. Control C. Okay, let me open my, what do you call it, Sublime. Oh, it is there. Okay, this is the response which I got from Meta. Okay, so now let's go, and we will do what, we'll copy our prompt so that nothing changes. We'll copy the same prompt. Now we are going to change the model. So now we are going to ask ChatGPT 4o. Let's okay, 4o is fine. Why we'll go for the mini when we have the big one? Okay, now we all gave the same prompt to it, and you can see, oh, this is a bit faster than the previous one. Oh, it completed also. See, speed of OpenAI. Okay, now you can see, right, the above one, this came from Meta, and now the second one, this came from OpenAI. Same prompt but different response. So this is how you will compare that which AI model suits your use case best. Now one more thing, I said, right, that all the SDKs are not available for all the AI models, right? So but since this is OpenAI, if we go to code, you can see again we have different environment options, Python, Java, REST. But if this time we go to SDK, we should be able to see OpenAI, SDK as well. See, so you can use this as well for your code, and you can directly copy this code, directly to your VS Code, and you can use it into your applications. You just need to install this module, and you will need to generate your token as well from your GitHub, so that you can authenticate like who you are, your identity. It is important, right? So this is it for this video. We are also going to create an application directly, like using this into our VS Code. So stay tuned. If you like this video and you want to see more, please do share, like, and subscribe. We'll see you later at another video. Bye bye. Thank you.